Hello, my name is Mr. IK, and my goal is to help build your confidence in math by making it easier for you to understand it. In this video, I will be showing you how to multiply binomials using the box method. If you find this video useful, I want to invite you to smash the like button and also subscribe to my channel so that I can make more videos for you. Now let's get into this problem here. We're being asked to multiply x plus 5 and x plus 6. The first thing you have to observe is that there is actually an invisible multiplication sign between these two brackets. Now let's consider this box. Okay, let's consider this box. To be able to multiply a binomial, you're going to take advantage of the formula. You're going to take advantage of the formula for area. Okay, what is the area of a rectangle? It's length times width. Okay, so the top of this rectangle is your length and the side is your width, right? And you also realize that the opposite side is the same thing, right? So the length up here is the same as the length down here, and the width on the right is the same as the width on the left. Okay, so we're going to actually replace the length and width with the actual numbers in this problem. You're going to see your x plus 5 as your length, and you're going to see the x plus 6 as your width. So we're going to be multiplying x plus 5 times x plus 6. And when we find the area of the rectangle, that is actually the answer to the problem. Okay, so let me draw another rectangle down here and actually use the numbers that we are given. Okay, so we are given x plus 5 as our length, okay, and then x plus 6 is going to be the width. And I want you guys to realize it doesn't really matter which one you put where, because multiplication, it doesn't really matter the order, right? You can put the x plus 6 up here and you can put the x plus 5 to the side. All right, so again, like I was saying, the opposite side is the same thing. So this left side here is x plus 6 as well, and the bottom is x plus 5 as well. Okay, so how does this work? How do we multiply x plus 5 and x plus 6? What we actually do is we take advantage of the sign between the side. Okay, so this plus sign between the x and 5 actually will help us split this side. Okay, so we're going to split x plus 5 into two parts. One part will be x and the other part will be positive 5. Okay, the other side will be positive 5. Let me make sure to use the same color. The other side will be positive 5. Okay, so that makes x plus 5. And then on this side, we split it, so the same process, and it becomes x on top. Okay, we put our x on top, and we put the plus 6 or positive 6 on the bottom. So if you notice, you see that we are basically just splitting the sides using the problem, right? It was x plus 5, and we've just split it into x and 5, and this side we split into x and 6. So now all we have to do is find the area of each small box. Okay, you have to find the area of each small box. Okay, once you find the area of each small box and add it all up, that's your answer. Okay, so what is the area of this first box here on the top left? When you do length times width, right? Formula for area is length times width. So what's the area of this small box here on the top left? It's x times x, which gives you what? X squared, right? So this area here is x squared. Okay, this is x squared from x times x, okay? Now this area here, what is the area for this box on the top right corner here? It's 5 times x, right? Length times width. So 5 times x, which is 5x, okay? And then this area on the bottom left here, okay, on the bottom left again, it's going to be length times width. So what's the length here? It's x, right? You can see it on the bottom here as well. It's x, and the width is 6. So 6 times x is 6x. Okay, and I just realized that I didn't split this here nicely like I wanted to. So let me put the plus 5 here a little separate. Okay. All right. And then finally, guys, this one. Okay. What is the area of this bottom right box? It's the same thing. It's x. It's length times width. So 5 times 6. So what is 5 times 6? That's 30. Okay, so again, just to recap what we did here, we took the x plus 5 as your length and your x plus 6 as your width, and we set them on the sides of our rectangle, and we basically just split the sides. We split the x plus 5 into x and positive 5, and we split the x plus 6 into x and positive 6. And then you find the area of your 4 individual boxes using length times width and using the correct mini sides. Okay, so now that we've done that, we are practically done here with our answer. All we have to do is just add it all up. So we add up all the small areas that we found. So x squared plus 5x plus 6x plus 30. Okay, and then you combine your like terms, right? You combine your 5x and 6x, which is x squared plus 5x plus 6x is 11x. Okay, 11x plus 30. Okay, so that's how you use your box method, guys. I'm going to do 2 more examples with a negative so that way you guys can see how this also works with the negatives. Okay, guys. This is the second example. This is the second example. We're going to multiply x minus 5 and x plus 3. Again, there's an invisible multiplication sign between the brackets. Now let me go ahead and draw the box. Okay, and we're going to be using the same thing that we learned from the first example on this one as well. Okay, so what we do is we are going to call one of them our length and the other one our width. Again, it doesn't matter which one you call which. Okay, so I'm going to put the length up here. So the x minus 5 is actually going to become x and negative 5. Again, this negative comes from the minus in the problem here. So this negative comes from the minus. And then we're going to do the same thing on the bottom here. So x and negative 5. All right, and what does that do? It splits the length that way. And then on the width side, we're going to split it as well. X and positive 3, right? Because it's x plus 3. So the positive comes from the plus. And then you have your x and positive 3 on this side because the opposite sides are the same in a rectangle. And then we split it this way. So now we just have to find the area of each small box. Let's find the area of this top left box. Let's find the area of the top left box. So it's going to be x times x, right? Length times width. which is x squared. And then let's find the area of this top right box, right? Length times width. So we have negative 5 times x, which is negative 5x. And then for this bottom left box, length times width, we have positive 3 times x, right? Positive 3 times x, which is positive 3x. And then for the bottom right box, we have negative 3 times positive 3, which gives you negative 15. Okay, so now all you have to do is add up everything like we did with the other example. So our answer is x squared minus 5x plus 3x minus 15. So let's go ahead and combine the like terms here, right? So we get x squared minus 2x minus 15. So this is my answer. Okay, that's the second example. One last example, guys, and we'll be ready to roll. All right, for the third and final example, we're being asked to multiply x minus 7 and x minus 4. Again, the first thing you do is you notice your invisible multiplication sign. Okay, we have an invisible multiplication sign, and then you go ahead and draw your box, which I want in black. Okay, and then we're gonna call one of these length and one of these width. Again, I just like to follow my order here, so I like to call the one here that comes first my length, and the next one the width. All right, so now let's go ahead and put the length on top of the rectangle. We're gonna have x and then negative 7, right? Because it's x minus 7, so this negative comes from the minus in the problem. And then I will go ahead and split my rectangle this way, and I have to remember that the bottom is also the same, x minus 7, right? And then on the side, for my width, I have x minus 4, right? Which is negative 4. And that splits my rectangle this way, and this is also the same, x negative 4. So now I just have to find the insides of each individual box, and I'm done. So what's the area of this first box here on the top left? The length is x, the width is x. So x times x is x squared. I go to the second one here on the top right. The length is negative 7, the width is x. So negative 7 times x gives me negative 7x. Then I go to the bottom left one here. My length here is x, right? And my width is negative 4, which gives me negative 4x, right? When you multiply them. And then for the last one, you multiply negative 7 as your length times negative 4 as your width, which gives you positive 28, right? Positive 28. Now we're just going to go ahead and add up everything for our final answer. So we have x squared minus 7x minus 4x plus 28, right? Plus because it's a positive 28. So when we combine the like terms, we get x squared minus 11x plus 28. Okay, so that is, guys, how the box method works. And hopefully you find this useful. If you do, go ahead and smash the like button, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. And then here is something very cool that I want to make sure that you guys are aware of. If you have any math problems that you need help with, go ahead and send me a picture of the problem to my email, a good picture of the problem so that I can see it, and then I could feature it in the next YouTube video. So a video that I will make answering your question that you have about your math problem from school or wherever. Okay, so that is the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.